Captain Jonathan Hayes, a seasoned explorer from Earth, had always been fascinated by the unknown. His latest mission had brought him into contact with numerous alien civilizations, but none had intrigued him more than the Tharlians. He had met Zelthar, a Tharlian diplomat during a diplomatic mission, and their friendship had grown strong over the years. One day, as Jonathan was reviewing reports in his quarters on the space station Arcadia, a notification chimed on his console. It was a message from Zelthar, written on a holographic invitation that shimmered with intricate patterns. Dear Jonathan, you are cordially invited to a grand ceremony on Arara Prime. It would honor us greatly if you could attend. Your presence is eagerly anticipated. Warm regards, Zelthar. Jonathan smiled, his curiosity piqued. The invitation was vague, but he trusted Zelthar and was eager to learn more about Tharlian culture. He promptly accepted the invitation and began preparations for the journey to Arara Prime. The journey to Arara Prime was uneventful, but Jonathan's excitement grew with each passing day. The space station Arcadia buzzed with rumors and stories about the Tharlian planet, known for its breathtaking landscapes and rich cultural heritage. As Jonathan's ship, the Stellar Voyager, approached Arara Prime, he marveled at the view. The planet was a stunning mosaic of vibrant forests, crystal-clear lakes, and towering mountain ranges that glowed with an ethereal light. Upon landing, Jonathan was greeted by a delegation of Tharlians, their elegant forms and shimmering skin a testament to their advanced and harmonious society. They welcomed him with warm smiles and led him through the bustling streets of the capital city, Elaris. The ceremony will be held in the Crystal Hall, one of the Tharlians explained, pointing to a magnificent structure in the distance. The hall, carved from a single massive crystal, sparkled in the sunlight, casting rainbows across the city. Jonathan was taken to luxurious quarters where he could rest and prepare for the ceremony. As he settled in, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more to this invitation than met the eye. Later, as he explored the city, he encountered Zelthar, who greeted him with a broad smile and a warm embrace. Jonathan, my friend, I am so glad you could make it. Zelthar, it's an honor to be here, Jonathan replied. Your city is incredible. Zelthar's eyes twinkled with a secret he was not yet ready to reveal. I'm pleased you think so. The ceremony will begin soon. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy our hospitality. Jonathan spent the afternoon exploring the city and mingling with the Tharlians, who were eager to share their culture with him. He was struck by their openness and the beauty of their traditions. As evening approached, the air was filled with a sense of anticipation. When it was time for the ceremony, Jonathan was escorted to the Crystal Hall. As he entered, he was awestruck by the sheer beauty of the place. The crystal walls refracted light into a dazzling array of colors, and the hall was filled with the sound of soft melodic music. Jonathan took his place among the other guests, still unaware of the true purpose of the ceremony. As the music swelled, Zelthar stepped onto the stage, his presence commanding the attention of everyone in the room. Friends and family, we are gathered here today to celebrate a union that will strengthen the bonds between our people and our esteemed guest, Captain Jonathan Hayes of Earth, Zelthar announced. Jonathan's heart skipped a beat. What? Before he could fully process what was happening, several Tharlian women, each more stunning than the last, approached him with warm smiles and glowing bands in their hands. Jonathan realized, with a mix of shock and awe, that he was the guest of honor at his own wedding. Zelthar continued, In our culture, it is an honor to be chosen as a partner to our women. Today, we unite Jonathan with our finest, to solidify our alliance and bring prosperity to both our worlds. Jonathan's mind raced. He had come to witness a wedding, not participate in one. Yet the faces of the Tharlian women were filled with genuine affection and hope. He realized that this was a profound honor, a gesture of trust and unity. Taking a deep breath, he nodded. I accept. The hall erupted in cheers and the ceremony continued. The Tharlian women placed the glowing bands on Jonathan's wrists, symbolizing their bond. As the final band was secured, Jonathan felt a warm sensation spread through his body, a sign of the deep connection he now shared with his new partners. Jonathan stood in the Crystal Hall, the cheers of the Tharlian people echoing around him as the realization of his new reality began to sink in. The ceremony continued with a series of traditional dances and songs that depicted the history and unity of the Tharlian culture. His new wives, Leora, Alara, and Zara, each took a turn leading him in a dance, their movements graceful and filled with meaning. Leora, with her fiery red hair and spirited nature, led him first. She moved with an energy that was both captivating and contagious, pulling Jonathan into the rhythm of the dance. As they twirled and spun, she whispered stories of her people and their customs, her voice filled with passion and pride. Next was Arara, serene and wise, with an ethereal presence that made her seem almost otherworldly. Her touch was gentle, her movements flowing like water. As they danced, she spoke of the healing arts and the deep connection the Tharlians had with nature. Jonathan felt a profound sense of peace and understanding as he listened to her soft, melodic voice. Finally, there was Zara, the most mysterious of them all. Her midnight black hair shimmered in the light, and her deep violet eyes held secrets that both intrigued and unsettled him. Their dance was slower, more intimate, and Jonathan felt a deep magnetic pull towards her. She spoke little, but her gaze conveyed volumes, leaving Jonathan eager to learn more about her. As the dances concluded, Zelthar approached Jonathan with a wide smile. "You have embraced our traditions with grace, Jonathan. Welcome to our family." Jonathan smiled back, still processing the whirlwind of emotions and events. "Thank you, Zelthar. This is all so overwhelming, but in the best way possible." Zelthar nodded. "Take your time to get to know your new wives. They are extraordinary women, each with their own strengths and stories. I believe you will find great joy and purpose here." The celebration that followed was a vibrant and joyous affair. The Tharlians knew how to throw a grand festival, and the crystal hall was filled with laughter, music, and the clinking of glasses. Jonathan moved through the crowd with his new wives, feeling a mix of excitement and curiosity about the journey ahead. Leora was the first to engage him in conversation. "I hope you are not too overwhelmed, Jonathan. Our ways may be different, but we are here to support you." Jonathan nodded, appreciating her directness. "It's a lot to take in, but I'm eager to learn more about all of you and your culture." Arara joined in, her voice calm and soothing. "We have much to teach each other. I am particularly interested in the healing practices of your people. There is much we can share and learn together." Zara remained silent, her eyes watching Jonathan closely. When their gazes met, she offered him a small, enigmatic smile. "We have time," she said simply, her voice a low, melodic whisper. As the night progressed, Jonathan found himself growing more comfortable in their presence. The Tharlians' hospitality and warmth made him feel welcome, and the bond he shared with Leora, Arara, and Zara began to take root. The highlight of the evening was the feast, a lavish spread of exotic dishes and delicacies from Arara Prime. Jonathan marveled at the flavors and textures, each bite a new discovery. His wives took turns explaining the origins and significance of each dish, their voices filled with pride and joy. After the feast, the celebration moved outdoors to a beautiful garden illuminated by bioluminescent plants. The soft glow of the flora created a magical atmosphere, and Jonathan felt a deep sense of contentment as he strolled through the garden with Leora, Arara, and Zara. They found a secluded spot by a tranquil pond, and Jonathan took the opportunity to ask more about their lives. Leora spoke of her role as a warrior and protector, her eyes blazing with determination. Arara shared stories of her healing practices and the wisdom of the elders. Zara, ever mysterious, revealed snippets of her past and her fascination with the stars. As they talked, Jonathan realized that he had been given a rare and precious gift, a chance to build a life filled with love, adventure, and discovery. His initial shock and uncertainty began to fade, replaced by a growing sense of belonging. Leora took his hand, her grip firm and reassuring. "We are a family now, Jonathan. We will face the future together, with strength and unity." Arara nodded, her expression serene. "Our bond is a sacred one. Together we can achieve great things and create a future filled with hope and harmony." Zara's gaze was intense, her voice a soft whisper. "We are connected, Jonathan. Our journey is just beginning, and there is much we will discover together." Jonathan felt a surge of emotion, his heart swelling with gratitude and love. He knew that the path ahead would not always be easy, but with Leora, Arara, and Zara by his side, he was ready to face whatever challenges and adventures awaited them. As the night deepened and the stars twinkled above, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara stood together, united by their bond and their shared commitment to the future. The journey that had begun with a simple invitation had transformed into a profound and life-changing adventure, one that they would navigate together, hand in hand. In the weeks that followed the unexpected wedding, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara settled into their new life together on Arara Prime. The initial shock of the sudden union gave way to a deeper understanding and a growing affection between them. Each day was a discovery, a step toward forging a bond that would withstand the test of time. Leora, with her fiery spirit and boundless energy, took it upon herself to introduce Jonathan to the physical and martial traditions of the Tharlians. She taught him the art of Tharlian combat, a graceful yet deadly dance that required perfect harmony between partners. Their training sessions were intense and challenging, but Jonathan relished the opportunity to learn from her and admired her dedication and skill. One afternoon, as they sparred in a clearing surrounded by towering crystal trees, Leora paused and smiled at him. "You're getting better, Jonathan. Your movements are more fluid, more in tune with mine." Jonathan, catching his breath, grinned back. "All thanks to my excellent teacher. You've been patient with me." Leora's eyes sparkled with pride. "Patience is part of the process. We are partners in this, just as we are in everything else." Arara, the healer and wise woman of the group, spent her days sharing the secrets of Tharlian medicine and the deep connection her people had with nature. She introduced Jonathan to various herbs and plants, teaching him how to prepare remedies and potions. Under her guidance, he learned to appreciate the delicate balance of their ecosystem and the importance of preserving it. One evening, as they gathered ingredients by the river, Arara spoke of her dreams for their future. "Jonathan, I believe that our worlds have much to offer each other. Your technology and our knowledge of nature could create something truly remarkable." Jonathan nodded, feeling a deep sense of purpose. "I agree, Arara. We have the chance to build something unique here, a bridge between our cultures that can benefit both our peoples." Zara, ever the enigmatic and introspective one, took Jonathan on long walks through the crystal forests and under the starlit skies. She spoke little, but her presence was a constant source of comfort and strength. Through her, Jonathan learned to appreciate the beauty of silence and the power of introspection. One night, as they sat on a cliff overlooking the valley, Zara finally opened up about her past. "I have always been fascinated by the stars, Jonathan. They remind me of the vastness of the universe and our place within it. With you, I feel a connection that spans the stars, something profound and unbreakable." Jonathan took her hand, feeling the weight of her words. "I feel the same, Zara. Our bond is something extraordinary, and I'm grateful for it every day." Life on Arara Prime was not without its challenges. Despite the harmony within their union, there were external threats that loomed large. The Valtorians, a ruthless alien race, had been encroaching on Tharlian territory, seeking to exploit its rich resources. Tensions had been escalating, and it was clear that conflict was inevitable. One morning, as Jonathan and his wives gathered with the Tharlian Council, urgent news arrived. Scouts had reported increased Valtorian activity near the border, indicating that an invasion was imminent. Zelthar, now a trusted advisor, looked to Jonathan with determination. "We need your expertise, Jonathan. Your knowledge of military strategy could be the key to our defense." Jonathan nodded, his mind racing with plans. "We must fortify our defenses and prepare for an organized resistance. I will work with Leora to train our warriors and develop a strategy." Leora, her warrior spirit ignited, stood by Jonathan's side. "We will fight together, Jonathan. The Tharlians are strong, and with your guidance we will prevail." Arara and Zara took on crucial roles as well. Arara organized medical supplies and prepared to tend to the wounded, while Zara coordinated intelligence and communications, using her keen observational skills to monitor the enemy's movements. As the days passed, the village transformed into a fortified stronghold. Jonathan and Leora trained the Tharlian warriors, instilling in them the principles of strategy and discipline. The villagers, inspired by their leaders' unity and resolve, worked tirelessly to prepare for the impending battle. The tension was palpable as the Valtorian forces finally approached. The skies darkened with their ships, and the ground trembled with the march of their soldiers. Jonathan stood at the forefront with Leora, Arara, and Zara by his side, ready to defend their home. The battle began with a deafening roar as the Valtorians launched their assault. The Tharlians, guided by Jonathan's strategy and Leora's leadership, fought back with fierce determination. Arrows and energy blasts filled the air, and the clash of weapons echoed through the valley. Jonathan and Leora fought side by side, their movements perfectly synchronized. Their bond, forged through months of training and shared experiences, gave them an edge over the invaders. Arara moved swiftly among the wounded, her healing hands bringing relief and hope to those in need. Zara's intelligence and coordination ensured that their defenses remained strong and adaptive. Despite their efforts, the Valtorians' superior numbers and advanced weaponry began to take a toll. Jonathan knew that they needed to disrupt the enemy's command structure to turn the tide of the battle. "We need to take out their leader," Jonathan shouted to Leora over the din of battle. "It's the only way to create chaos among their ranks." Leora nodded, her eyes filled with determination. "Let's do it." With Arara and Zara providing support, Jonathan and Leora fought their way through the Valtorian forces, heading straight for the enemy command center. The Valtorian leader, a towering figure clad in dark armor, awaited them with a menacing grin. The battle was fierce and intense, but Jonathan and Leora's combined strength and strategy gave them the upper hand. With a final decisive blow, they defeated the Valtorian leader, sending shockwaves through the enemy ranks. Disoriented and leaderless, the Valtorian forces began to retreat. The Tharlians, emboldened by their victory, pursued the invaders, ensuring that they would not return. As the dust settled and the sounds of battle faded, the village erupted in cheers of triumph. The Tharlians had defended their home, and their unity had been the key to their victory. Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara stood together, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced a great challenge and emerged victorious, their love and unity a beacon of hope for their people. Jonathan addressed the gathered crowd, his voice filled with pride and gratitude. "Today we have proven that our strength lies in our unity. Together we can overcome any challenge and protect our home." Leora, Arara, and Zara stood by his side, their faces reflecting the same resolve. They knew that their journey was far from over, but with their bond and the support of their people, they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The victory over the Valtorians brought a sense of relief and triumph to Arara Prime, but it also left scars that needed healing. The village, though victorious, had suffered losses, and the aftermath of the battle required careful attention and rebuilding. Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara took on pivotal roles in the recovery efforts. Jonathan and Leora coordinated the repair of the village defenses and infrastructure, ensuring that their home would be better prepared for any future threats. They worked tirelessly alongside the villagers, their hands calloused and their spirits unwavering. Arara dedicated herself to tending to the wounded. Her knowledge of Tharlian medicine, combined with the healing techniques Jonathan had shared, allowed her to treat injuries that might have otherwise been fatal. The healing center she established became a place of solace and recovery, where hope flourished even in the face of adversity. Zara, with her keen observational skills, took on the task of intelligence and surveillance. She ensured that the village remained vigilant and prepared, coordinating with scouts to monitor any potential threats. Her quiet strength and determination were a source of reassurance for everyone. One evening, as the four of them gathered around a fire, the weight of the recent events hung heavy in the air. Jonathan looked at his wives, his heart swelling with pride and gratitude. "We've come through a great trial, but we've emerged stronger. Our bond and the unity of our people have carried us through." Leora, her fiery spirit unbroken, nodded. "We've proven that we can face any challenge together. The Valtorians won't underestimate us again." Alara's gentle voice added a note of hope. "And we've shown that our compassion and resilience are just as powerful as our strength. We will continue to heal and rebuild." Zara, ever the enigma, smiled softly. "We have faced darkness and found light within ourselves. Our journey continues, and we are ready for whatever comes." As the village of Arara Prime rebuilt and healed, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara found their bond deepening even further. Their shared experiences had forged an unbreakable connection, and they began to explore new ways to integrate their cultures and knowledge for the benefit of their people. One of the most significant projects they undertook was the creation of a shared academy, where Tharlian traditions and Earth's technologies could be taught and preserved. This academy became a symbol of their unity and a beacon of hope for future generations. The academy's opening ceremony was a grand affair, attended by representatives from both Earth and various Tharlian tribes. Jonathan stood before the gathered crowd, his voice filled with conviction. Today we celebrate not just the opening of an academy, but the beginning of a new era. An era where we embrace our differences and learn from each other, creating a future of unity and prosperity. Leora, Alara, and Zara joined him, each speaking from their hearts. Leora emphasized the importance of strength and courage. Alara spoke of healing and wisdom, and Zara highlighted the beauty of introspection and the mysteries of the universe. The academy quickly became a thriving center of learning and innovation. Students from all over Alara Prime and beyond came to study, eager to explore the possibilities that the union of their cultures offered. The exchange of ideas led to remarkable advancements in medicine, technology, and the arts. In their personal lives, Jonathan and his wives found a balance that allowed them to support each other while pursuing their individual passions. They continued to train together, explore the natural wonders of Alara Prime, and spend quiet moments reflecting on their journey. One night, as they sat beneath the stars on a cliff overlooking the valley, Jonathan felt a profound sense of contentment. We've come so far, and yet it feels like our journey is just beginning. Leora, her hand in his, nodded. Our bond has given us strength and purpose. Together, we can achieve anything. Alara's eyes shimmered with wisdom. We've created something beautiful here, a legacy that will endure for generations. Zara's voice was a soft whisper filled with promise. The stars above remind us that our journey is endless. We will continue to explore, to learn, and to love. As they sat together, united by their love and their shared vision for the future, Jonathan, Leora, Alara, and Zara knew that they had found something extraordinary. Their bond, forged in the fires of battle and strengthened by their unwavering commitment to each other, would guide them through whatever challenges and adventures lay ahead. Together, they faced the future with confidence, knowing that their love and unity were the foundation of a brighter, more harmonious world. Their journey was far from over, but they were ready to embrace it, hand in hand, heart to heart. Despite the progress and prosperity enjoyed by the village and the newly established academy, a new threat began to loom on the horizon. Reports of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena started to trickle in from the outskirts of Alara Prime. Disappearing livestock, sudden power outages, and eerie sightings in the night filled the villagers with unease. Jonathan, Leora, Alara, and Zara convened with the Tharlian Council to address these troubling reports. As they discussed the possible causes and solutions, Zelthar brought forth a new piece of intelligence. We have intercepted communications suggesting that a new faction, more insidious than the Valtorians, is targeting our planet, Zelthar revealed, his expression grave. They call themselves the Shadow Collective, and their motives are shrouded in mystery. Jonathan felt a chill run down his spine. We need to understand their goals and capabilities. If they are indeed a threat, we must prepare ourselves. Leora's eyes blazed with determination. Our warriors are ready, but we need to know what we're up against. We can't fight shadows. Alara nodded, her face serene but resolute. We must also ensure the safety of our people and our academy. Knowledge and unity will be our greatest weapons. Zara, ever the observer, suggested, we need to gather intelligence. I will lead a reconnaissance mission to uncover more about this Shadow Collective. The council agreed, and Zara assembled a small team of skilled scouts to investigate the Shadow Collective. Meanwhile, Jonathan, Leora, and Alara focused on strengthening their defenses and preparing the village for any potential attack. Zara and her team moved stealthily through the dense forests and rugged terrain, guided by her keen instincts and deep knowledge of the land. They discovered hidden encampments and strange devices that emitted dark energy, confirming the presence of the Shadow Collective. Zara's team collected valuable data and returned to the village, ready to share their findings. With the intelligence gathered by Zara and her team, Jonathan and the council devised a plan to counter the Shadow Collective's influence. They knew that this battle would not be won through brute force alone. It would require strategy, cunning, and unity. The Shadow Collective operated from the shadows, using fear and deception to undermine their enemies. To counter this, Jonathan and his wives decided to employ a multifaceted approach that combined military might, intelligence, and psychological warfare. Leora trained a select group of warriors in guerrilla tactics and unconventional warfare, preparing them for the unpredictable nature of their new enemy. Arara and her healers developed countermeasures against the dark energy weapons used by the Shadow Collective, ensuring that their people would be protected. Zara, with her expertise in intelligence, coordinated efforts to gather information and disrupt the Shadow Collective's operations. She led daring raids on their encampments, capturing key operatives and dismantling their communication networks. Jonathan, drawing on his military experience, devised a series of strategic maneuvers to lure the Shadow Collective into a trap. He coordinated with the Tharlian Council and allied tribes, ensuring that every move was calculated and precise. The turning point came when Zara's team intercepted a crucial piece of communication, the location of the Shadow Collective's main base of operations. Jonathan and his wives knew that this was their opportunity to strike a decisive blow. As they prepared for the assault, Jonathan addressed the gathered forces, his voice filled with determination. "We face a formidable enemy, one that thrives on fear and deceit. But we stand united, our strength drawn from our bonds and our unwavering commitment to protect our home. Today we will show the Shadow Collective that we are not afraid, and that we will defend our people with everything we have." The Tharlian warriors, bolstered by the presence of their leaders, echoed Jonathan's resolve. The assault on the Shadow Collective's base was swift and coordinated. Leora led the charge, her warriors moving with precision and ferocity. Arara and her healers provided crucial support, ensuring that the wounded were tended to and protected. Zara's intelligence network disrupted the enemy's defenses, creating chaos and confusion among the ranks of the Shadow Collective. Jonathan, at the helm of the operation, directed the assault with strategic brilliance, anticipating the enemy's moves and countering them effectively. The battle was fierce, but the united forces of Arara Prime prevailed. They infiltrated the Shadow Collective's base, dismantling their operations and capturing their leader, a shadowy figure known as Serac. With Serac's capture, the threat of the Shadow Collective was neutralized, and peace was restored to Arara Prime. As the dust settled, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara stood together, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced a new and insidious threat, but their unity and determination had carried them through. Jonathan addressed the gathered crowd, his voice filled with pride and hope. "We have shown that no matter the threat, our unity and strength will always prevail. Together we have overcome darkness and secured a future for our people." Leora, Arara, and Zara stood by his side, their faces reflecting the same resolve and determination. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, united in their love and commitment to each other and their people. With the Shadow Collective defeated and peace restored, the focus shifted to rebuilding and strengthening the community of Arara Prime. The battle had left its marks, but it also revealed the resilience and unity of the Tharlians and their allies. Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara spearheaded the reconstruction efforts. They aimed not only to restore what had been damaged, but also to build a future that was even stronger and more unified than before. Leora took charge of fortifying the village's defenses. Under her guidance, the Tharlian warriors constructed new fortifications and training facilities. These improvements ensured that the village would be better prepared for any future threats. "Strength is more than just muscle," Leora said to her warriors during a training session. "It is the will to protect and the heart to stand united. Our new defenses are a testament to our unyielding spirit." Arara focused on expanding the healing center and integrating new medical technologies. She worked closely with Jonathan to incorporate Earth's advancements, creating a state-of-the-art facility that became a beacon of hope and healing for the entire planet. "We've learned much from each other," Arara explained to a group of young healers. "By combining our wisdom, we create something truly powerful, capable of healing both body and spirit." Zara, with her expertise and intelligence, helped establish a network for early threat detection. She trained a group of scouts and analysts to monitor for any signs of danger, ensuring that the village would always be one step ahead. "Knowledge is our greatest weapon," Zara told her team. "Through vigilance and awareness, we can protect our home and our future." Jonathan coordinated the overall efforts, ensuring that every aspect of the reconstruction was in harmony. His leadership and vision guided the community through this critical period, fostering a sense of unity and purpose. "We are not just rebuilding structures," Jonathan said in a village meeting. "We are strengthening our bond and ensuring that our legacy endures, Together, we will create a future filled with promise and peace. With the reconstruction well underway, the village of Arara Prime planned a grand celebration to honor their unity and resilience. This celebration was not only to mark their victory over the Shadow Collective, but also to commemorate the strength and love that had guided them through their trials. The Crystal Hall, once again the center of activity, was adorned with beautiful decorations that reflected the harmony of Tharlian culture and Earth's technology. The hall sparkled with light, symbolizing the bright future they were building together. The festivities began with a procession led by Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara. The villagers cheered and applauded, their faces filled with joy and pride. This celebration was a testament to their collective strength and the bonds that had been forged through adversity. As they reached the center of the hall, Zelthar took the stage to address the crowd. Today, we celebrate not only our victory but the unity and love that have brought us here. Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara have shown us that together, we can overcome any challenge and create a future filled with hope. Jonathan stepped forward, his voice filled with emotion. This journey has taught us the power of unity and the strength of love. We have faced darkness and emerged stronger, not just as a community but as a family. Our bond is unbreakable, and our future is bright. Leora, Arara, and Zara each spoke, their words reflecting the unique strengths and perspectives they brought to their union. Leora emphasized the importance of courage and determination. Arara spoke of healing and wisdom, and Zara highlighted the beauty of vigilance and knowledge. The celebration continued with music, dance, and feasting. The Academy students showcased their talents, blending traditional Tharlian arts with new innovations. The atmosphere was filled with laughter, joy, and a sense of accomplishment. As the night wore on, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara found a quiet moment together under the starlit sky. They reflected on their journey and the incredible bond they had formed. "We've come so far," Jonathan said, his voice filled with pride. "And our journey is just beginning. Together we will continue to build a future of peace, love, and unity." Leora, her eyes shining with determination, added, "We've proven that strength comes from our bond. No matter what challenges lie ahead, we will face them together." Alara's voice was soft but filled with conviction. "Our healing and wisdom have guided us through dark times. We will continue to nurture our community and ensure that our legacy endures." Zara's gaze was steady and thoughtful. "The stars above remind us of the endless possibilities. Our journey is a path of discovery, and together we will explore it to its fullest." As they stood together, hand in hand, the stars twinkling above, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara knew that their bond was the foundation of a brighter future. Their love and unity had carried them through countless trials, and it would continue to guide them through whatever adventures lay ahead. The celebration of unity was not just a moment of joy, it was a promise of the future they would build together, a future where love, strength, and wisdom would always prevail. As the celebration of unity continued, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara began to contemplate the lasting impact of their journey together. They had overcome immense challenges, forged an unbreakable bond, and laid the groundwork for a future filled with promise. But they knew their work was far from over. In the following months, their efforts to fortify the village and enhance the academy bore fruit. The village of Arara Prime thrived, becoming a hub of innovation, learning, and cultural exchange. People from across the galaxy came to witness the unique blend of Tharlian traditions and Earth's advancements. One evening, as Jonathan and his wives sat by the river reflecting on their journey, Leora spoke up, her eyes filled with a fiery determination. "We've accomplished so much, but we need to ensure that our legacy endures. We must prepare the next generation to continue our work." Jonathan nodded, understanding the weight of her words. "We need to pass on our knowledge, our values, and our vision. The Academy is the perfect place to do this." Arara smiled, her serene presence radiating warmth. "Let's create a program that combines our strengths. We'll teach them about courage, healing, and vigilance. Our legacy will be one of unity and resilience." Zara's eyes sparkled with excitement. "And we'll ensure they understand the importance of love and connection. It's what binds us together and makes us strong." With renewed purpose, they set to work designing the curriculum for the Academy. They incorporated lessons on leadership, strategy, healing, and the importance of cultural exchange. The program emphasized the values that had guided them through their journey: unity, resilience, love, and the pursuit of knowledge. The first group of students to enroll in the new program included children from both Tharlian and Earth backgrounds. Watching them learn and grow brought immense joy to Jonathan and his wives. They saw in these young faces the future they had fought so hard to secure. One day, as Jonathan observed a class practicing Tharlian combat techniques under Leora's watchful eye, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. These students were the embodiment of their legacy, a testament to the power of their bond and the impact of their shared journey. Years passed, and the village of Arara Prime continued to flourish. The academy became renowned throughout the galaxy, attracting students and scholars eager to learn from the unique blend of Tharlian and Earth traditions. Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara saw their vision come to life in ways they had never imagined. Their children, raised with the values of unity, courage, and love, grew into strong, compassionate leaders. They took on roles within the village and the academy, continuing the work their parents had started. The legacy of Jonathan and his wives was carried forward with pride and dedication. One evening, as the sun set over the Crystal Mountains, Jonathan and his wives found themselves once again by the river, reflecting on their journey. The water shimmered in the fading light, casting a golden glow over their faces. "We've achieved so much together," Jonathan said, his voice filled with gratitude. "Our bond has created something truly extraordinary." Leora, her fiery spirit undiminished by the years, smiled. "And we've done it with love and determination. We've shown that unity is our greatest strength." Alara's serene presence radiated a sense of peace. "We've healed and grown together. Our legacy will inspire future generations to pursue harmony and understanding." Zara's eyes sparkled with wisdom. "And we've explored the depths of our connection, discovering that love is the key to all things. Our journey is a testament to the power of love and unity." As they sat together, hand in hand, they felt a profound sense of accomplishment. Their journey had been filled with challenges and triumphs, but their love and unity had carried them through. They knew that their story was far from over, and that their legacy would continue to shape the future of Arara Prime and beyond. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Jonathan, Leora, Arara, and Zara made a promise to each other. They would continue to explore, to learn, and to love. Their bond would guide them through whatever adventures lay ahead, and their legacy would inspire generations to come. Together, they faced the future with confidence, knowing that their love and unity were the foundation of a brighter, more harmonious world. Their journey was a testament to the power of love, the strength of unity, and the endless possibilities that awaited them. And as they looked out over the village they had built, they knew that their legacy would endure, lighting the way for all who followed in their footsteps.